Hello and welcome back. Susan Zummo here, intuitive and originator of soul patterning harmonics. Well, today the Galactics had a lot to talk about. Actually, it was so much that I sat and wrote it all down so that I wouldn't forget before I had a chance to sit down and set everything up to talk to you. So, interestingly enough, we're talking again about ascension and humanity and NPCs. Think about all of that in one place. That's an awful lot. So before we start, I'm going to ask everyone, if you will, please like, share, hit the notification bell, do all that good stuff so we can get the good messages out to people and so that they can hear something uplifting and positive for a change. All right, so I'm going to be looking at my notes and hopefully I'll be able to get everything in a good period of time for you. All right, just a reminder too, before we start, that the Higher Consciousness Cafe will be on Monday, May 5th, and Phase 2 is coming up on May 18th. If you're interested in any of the classes, just go ahead and reach out to me. Okay, so today we want to talk about where we are ascending to. And the message that I got this morning was, hold on to your humanity. They said, we are ascending to become true humans. Humans 5.0. I thought that was kind of funny. A human without fear. So we are not going to be leaving our humanity behind. We are not going to be giving it up in any way. We are going to be ascending to ourselves. And this was repeated a number of times to me. They said, all duality comes from fear. All duality, all negative emotion comes from fear. And this is something that we know, right? They said, as we release fear, we also release duality. And isn't that what ascension is all about? Moving from fear, love, hate, love, right? Left, right, up, down, all that good stuff. Moving from duality to oneness. And all duality comes from fear. And I would say that even when we are harmed by others, it creates a fear, which creates negative emotion and duality, right? So when we are harmed, we move into a place of fear to ensure that that never happens again. They said, we are still on a duality planet. And so for every person who moves closer to their true human nature, another empty one comes into being. Now, they called the empty ones what we call NPCs, right? The soulless ones, we've talked about that before. So it's kind of like when one moves, the other pops up. And the image that I was given was the way that our planet works. So we know that when a desert begins to form on some place on our planet, water begins to form in a different place on the planet. So as one place gets drier, another place gets wetter. Balance. It is the same thing when it comes to the ascension process and what we're going through right now. Every time a human being lifts their frequency and becomes an ensouled, elevated human being, a soulless one pops up to create that balance. Now, this made sense to me because I noticed that there are more of those empty ones on the planet than ever before. I don't believe that it is just because we are aware of them. I truly believe that there are many, many more of them. And every time I get on YouTube or get online, there are more reports of them, and I actually see them when I am out in the world. So it could be that my sight is better and my intuition is clearer, but I also tend to think that there are a lot more of them. So what I was given made sense to me. They said, celebrate your emotions and the aspects that make you human. Love, compassion, the ability to see and express beauty, creativity, all these abilities to connect with others that we have in the realms of non-physical reality and physical reality, to connect with beings of like qualities. That's part of what makes us human, and that's part of what we should be celebrating. We should not be escaping our bodies, escaping our lives, but celebrating them. So what they gave me the picture was to embrace and celebrate our emotions. When we move through this process, or as we move through this process, we are taking our emotions with us. We are taking our bodies with us. We are taking our thoughts and worldview with us. There is no part of us that will be left behind except our fears. And that's why you will hear repeatedly, if you have a fear, embrace it, acknowledge it, and then work on releasing it. Release it. This is the way for us. And this is how we connect with others of like qualities. I had to laugh. They reminded me of something that my teacher said many, many years ago. She said, when we are in a place of fear, we smell bad to those who are not. And if you've ever smelled fear, you know that it is not a pleasant odor. So she was talking about frequency. When we were in a place of fear, our frequency is so uncomfortable to those who are not, and it is very difficult for them to reach us. And isn't that exactly what we've been trying to do, right? My workshop on the 18th is about connecting with the Galactics, connecting with our family in the non-physical, in the other worlds, in the other universes. We're not going to be able to connect with the beings that we want to connect with if we are radiating fear, because we know that the law of attraction always works, and we're going to pull to ourselves those that are not. We are at this time truly embedded in the fourth dimension. And so our fears, our fear fantasies are created all around us in the physical world, in our dreams, in our daydreams. And so we want to release those and move into more pleasant vibrations, emotions, and qualities. Since we have never truly been complete and fully aware human beings, at least not for the last couple thousand years, if not more, we have no idea what it will be like to be in that place. But I can tell you what they showed me, when they showed me what it looks like and what it feels like to be ensouled, to be completely vibrant and full of every quality except fear, to be filled with love, compassion, joy, all of those positive emotions that we love and crave to have. It was luminescent. It was brilliant. The light coming out of the being that I saw, which I was told was an image of me and you, was just amazing, brilliant. The images that you see online and in art don't even come close to it. The colors were absolutely etherically gorgeous. And I would wish that I could describe them and paint them for you so that you could see them. But maybe you'll go within yourself and get a glimpse of them for yourself. We are moving into the fullness of what it means to be human. Everything in the world right now is moving us away from that if we follow that path. And that's a path of fear and manipulation and control. And so as we release those qualities within ourselves, we embody more light and we move more fully into that expanded and elevated human, not non-human. They said, this has never been done before. To move human consciousness expressing a predominance of fear to a consciousness expressing love and compassion through a human body is truly a first. And we are the ones who are doing that. We are the pioneers. As the disparity continues to expand between us, who are becoming more ensouled, more connected to our higher, more connected to the totality of who we are. As that gulf expands between us and the empty soulless ones, we will phase out of their existence. They said we will become ghosts to them, and they will become ghosts to us. We will become intangible, something that might be a whisper, but not really there. And the same in our experience as well. They said we are ascending to all of ourselves, the totality of what it means to be a human. All of our emotions, all of our physicality, all of our thoughts. We are in the process of becoming what we were always meant to be. We are in the process of fulfilling the potential of what an elevated human was always designed to be. And we are on the cusp of that right now. We are about to fulfill our true potential as co-creators in this universe. And we are about to experience what that means in a positive manner. I thought that was so uplifting and so exciting to look forward to. No matter where we are on our path, no matter where we are in our development, no matter where we are in our frequency, we all have the ability to reach our full potential as humans. Everyone in the cosmos wants to be a human. Everyone wants to come here and be a human because we are going through something that no one has gone through before. We are creating something that hasn't been created before, and it is an exciting time. It's like knowing that there is a phenomenal party taking place, and you want to get into that party and have fun like everybody else. So that's what's going on at this time. And you will see that there are party poopers everywhere, even in our reality and at this time. There are those who are hell-bent on making sure that the party really is terrible and no one has fun. But we are moving away from them, and we have decided that we are going to create a wonderful experience for ourselves and everyone who wants to join us. And I can assure you, and they are smiling as I say this, there are leagues upon leagues of unseen support who want to make our party and our experience phenomenal. And so remember that we always have help, we always have support, and we always have love. We are always connected to Creator. We're in the process of remembering and experiencing who we are truly meant to be. And we're going to be doing it with our eyes open instead of in a place of unawareness, living in la-la land, expecting everybody else to bestow it upon us. We are the creators and the co-creators of this grand shift. And I am so excited to be doing it, and I am excited to have you participating in the process with me. So that was the information and the message that I got this week. As I said, I had to write it down because it was a lot, but it was worth noting. And so until I see you next week, I wish you very, very many blessings, and let's party on.